Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to generate warning letter with Google Sheets and share via Gmail. So in this case I want whenever a new employee detail is added in my Google Sheets, automatically a warning letter should be generated in my Google Docs using the template which I have created in my Google Docs. And then I want that document should be saved as a PDF in my Google Drive. And then I want to share that PDF through my Gmail. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named Pabbly Connect, in which we need to connect our trigger and our action. So in this process, our trigger application will be Google Sheets and our action applications will be Google Docs, Google Drive and Gmail. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to generate warning letters with Google Sheets and share via Gmail. So this is the Google Sheet which I have created, which is named as warning letter, and it includes some basic fields such as employee's name, email, misconduct description, date and duration period. And this is the template of my warning letter. Here in my warning letter, you can see I have some variables enclosed in curly braces. So here I have used variables so that I can make my text dynamic. And to generate different warning letters, I am going to map all these details. So in this case, I want whenever a new detail is added in my Google Sheet, automatically a warning letter should be generated in my Google Docs and then it should be saved in my Google Drive under the warning letters folder automatically. So to automate this process, we will use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect. You can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options, sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. After signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to connect my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here you can see a create workflow button on the top right corner. Here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this button. In this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm giving the name as automate warning letters. And now I'm going to select my folder as Google Sheets. You can select your folder as per your needs, and also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now to create a workflow, I'm going to click on this create. Here in workflow window, you can see two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. We will use multiple action steps in this process. So let's start our automation by simply setting up our trigger. Here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets and my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. And here you can see we have received the webhook URL. That means we will use this webhook URL to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So now following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Google Sheets. From here I'm going to click on this extensions, and from here I'm going to click on add-ons. If you're connecting your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect for the first time, then you have to click on this get add-ons. Here in Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And then you have to install this. It is already installed in my PC, so I'm going to use it directly. Now after installing, you have to click on extensions again. And from here you can see we have received the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks. From here I have to select initial setup. And here you can see it is asking for webhook URL and trigger column. So moving back to Pabbly, here I will copy this webhook URL and will paste in my Google Sheet. So here I'm going to paste my webhook URL. After pasting the webhook URL, it is asking for trigger column. So basically the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. So here I'm going to add the last data column, that is E. And now I'm going to click on this submit. And then I'm going to click on this send test. So here you can see test data sent successfully. So now moving back to Pabbly. Scrolling down, and here you can see we have successfully received a response where we have received employee's name, email, duration period, date, etc. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger. Now moving to our action step, here I'm going to select my first action application as Google Docs and my action event as create document from template. Here I've selected action event as create document from template because I want to use the template to create a new document. So now I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build in a connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Docs account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now I'm going to sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my account. And from here I'm going to give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And authorization is successful. Moving forward, it is asking me to select template document. So here my template document name is warning letter. Here I will select template document name as warning letter. After selecting the template document name, moving forward, here it is asking for new documents name. So basically here I am going to map the name first. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. So here I am going to map the name of employee. So here I am going to select the name. And after selecting the name, I am going to add a text manually, that is warning letter. Because I want whenever a new document is created, it should be created with employee's name. Now moving forward, it is asking for new documents location. So I want to receive new documents in my Google Drive under the folder named as warning letters. So automatically I have received the location of my folder. Now moving forward, here it is asking for employee's name, misconduct description, date and duration. So basically these are the fields which I have entered in my Google Sheet. So here instead of entering data manually, here I am going to map the data. So again I am going to map the data from the response we have received in our Google Sheet. So here I am going to select employee's name. And now I'm going to select misconduct description. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the date and then duration. Here I'm done mapping the data and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here you can see we have successfully received the response and we have received the document ID. That means the document is added in my Google Drive. So let's check my Google Drive. And here you can see a new warning letter is created with the name dummy user warning letter. So we will just open this letter. So here you can see the variables which were added in my template are automatically updated with the values I have entered in my Google Sheet. Now I want to save this document as a PDF in my Google Drives. So we'll go back to our workflow. And now we are going to add another action step. And here I'm going to select my action application as Google Drive because I want the PDF created should be saved in my Google Drive automatically. And here I'm going to select my action event as share a file with anyone. And now to connect my Google Drive with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Drive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my account and here I'm going to give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And authorization successful. So now we are going to remove this file ID with the document ID we have received in our Google Docs response. So for that we are going to switch on this button and now we are going to remove this. And now I'm going to map the document ID from the response I have received in my Google Docs. So here I'm going to select the document ID and now I'm going to do save and send test request. So here we have received a successful response and in response we have received the PDF link. So now I want to share this PDF via Gmail. So here I'm going to add another action step and here my action application will be Gmail and my action event is sent email. And now to connect my Gmail with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Gmail account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, you can click on select existing connection. And now I'm going to click on this connect with Gmail. Again here I'm going to select my account. And here I'm going to give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And authorization successful. Now moving forward, here it is asking for recipient email address. So again here I'm going to map the email address from my Google Sheets. So here I've mapped the email and now moving forward, CC and BCC are not required fields. So here I'm going to leave them blank. And now it is asking for sender's name. So here I'm going to enter the company's name, that is Skin and Co. After entering the sender's name, here it is asking for email subject. So here I'm going to enter the email subject, that is warning letter. After entering the email subject, moving forward, and then I'm going to ignore this reply to field as I don't want to enter any of the details. And now moving forward, here I'm going to select email content type as plain, and then I'm going to enter the email content I want to be sent with my PDF. So this is the email content which I want to send with the PDF file. So here you can see variables enclosed in the brackets. So here I'm going to map the data. For the employee name, here I'm going to select employee name from Google Sheets, and here I'm going to map the date. So here I've mapped employee's name and date because I want it should be updated with every new email generated. So now after drafting the email content, moving forward, so here I will select the file name from the Google Drive. After mapping the file name, it is asking for attachment. So here I'm going to select the PDF file. So we have received the link. So here we are going to map the PDF link. So here I'm going to search for PDF. And we are going to map the PDF link. Now after mapping all the details, I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So here you can see we have successfully received a response. So now let's check our email. So here you can see we have received the mail with the company name and the subject as warning letter and the message which we drafted. And also we have received the attachment. So here you can see we have successfully received the PDF with name dummy user warning letter, and also we have received the values updated for our variables. So with this we have successfully set up our automation. So now let's test our automation to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, we need to add a new detail in our Google Sheet. So here before entering a new detail, you have to click on this extension, and from here you have to select Pabbly Connect webhooks, and from here you have to click on this send on event. It's a very necessary step. You can also do this while setting up the webhook URL. So now here I'm going to enter another dummy data. Here I'm going to enter employee's name as test user, email is test@pabblytudes.com, and misconduct description as took leave without informing, date as 22/03/2024, and duration period as 7 days. So here I've entered a new data. So let's check our email. So here you can see we have received another email with another attachment with the name test user warning letter, and also you can see the name is updated with the updated misconduct, that is took leave without informing, and with the updated date. So with this we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Google Sheets and our action as Google Docs, Google Drive and Gmail. So in this case I want whenever a new detail is added in our Google Sheets, automatically a new document should be created in our Google Docs using the template which we have already added. And then I want the document created in my Google Docs should be saved as a PDF in my Google Drive, and then it should be shared via Gmail. If you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.